This is a special edition of Late Night Health. I'm Mark Alyn. We are going to learn about the efforts to protect one of the great wonders of the natural world and the modern world, and that's, of course, the Great Barrier Reef down there in and I'm saying down there in Australia. We have some pretty interesting people that we're going to be talking to. First, we're going to be talking with Natalie Smith. She's a senior marine biologist and master reef guide with GBR Biology. Also, Mark Olsen, he's the CEO of Tourism Tropical North Queensland, and we're going to be talking about the Great Barrier Reef. Why, Natalie, I'm going to start with you because you're smiling. Why should we support the Great Barrier Reef? What's the importance of that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Great Barrier Reef is the largest living entity in the world. You know, it can be seen from outer space. To put that in perspective, it's about 1,400 miles long. And it supports so much life. It supports over 9,000 different species, which makes it one of the most biodiverse ecosystems in the world. It's the beating heart of the ocean. It provides so much life, so much support, but it's so much more than that. It's a teacher, it's a mentor, it's a provider and a healer. Like, I'm still learning every day when I'm out there, which is the beauty of my job. But you know, it deserves this recognition. It's touched thousands to millions of people every year, and it deserves a lifetime of greatness. It deserves to be the Lifetime Achievement Award.
And if you ever need somebody to help you, I'm available. Mark,
please.
Mark, if you're the CEO of Tourism Tropical North Queensland, do people come from all over the world to see this remarkable place?
They absolutely do, Mark, and we love welcoming people from around the world. As Natalie said, the Great Barrier Reef is 1,400 miles long. It's the distance from Seattle to Baja, California. It's the entire coastline. I was lucky enough to jump in the water at Catalina when I was over your way just a few months ago, and it's a beautiful part of the world. But imagine that times 10 and then stretched out over 1,400 miles. But unlike the west coast of the US, we've got a tiny population who are living on this coastline. We actually need our tourists to be a part of reef conservation. This thing is enormous. It's half the size of Texas. And we need the eyes and ears in the water. We need to know what's going on with heat stresses. We need to know what's going on with the marine life. There's thousands of species of coral and fish and mollusks, and we don't know all that we need to know about them. So tourism plays such an important role. We love welcoming people. And that's why we want to shine a light on coral reefs, and the best managed reef on the world is the Great Barrier Reef. And it's inspired millions to take action on climate change and learning more about the marine environment. We reckon it deserves to get a little bit more spotlight on it, Mark.
Here in the United States, on the western coast, like Catalina, I've been there many times since I was a kid, and we brought our kids there. There's pollution. Is there pollution in the Great Barrier Reef, Natalie?
So the Great Barrier Reef does have a few challenges, and one of the main threats to the Great Barrier Reef is climate change. So climate change is the biggest threat, and we see that through increased disturbances, through heat stress, large weather events like tropical cyclones or hurricanes, natural outbreaks of natural predators like the crown of thorns starfish and Drapella snails. Yeah, pollution can be one, overfishing is another one, and coastal development is a large one as well. But climate change is at the forefront of threatening the reef. And as part of my job, I'm out there monitoring the reef. Each time I go out, I collect data for the government. I know my sites like the back of my hand. I know when there's something out of place, if there's disease or a bleached coral or a crown of thorns starfish. And the cool thing with that is I'm actually there educating guests about it. So they get to witness it firsthand. And, you know, by educating guests, they understand it. When people understand something, they love it. When people love something, they want to protect it. And that's what we're all about.
how do we educate people on the fact that there is climate change? Because there are a lot of people in this country and around the world that don't believe it's happening. Natalie?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Welcome to my job every day. But the fact is, it is happening. It's happening in front of our eyes. So with climate change and growing carbon emissions, they predict that these weather events become more frequent and more severe. And we're already seeing that. So we're already seeing that those things are happening. So, in doing that, we're able to educate guests, but we're able to actually get guests hands-on in that active conservation out on the reef. So at GBR Biology, we do something really cool, and we do what we call reef recovery days. So we take little bits of coral fragments that are broken off the reef naturally and attach them to these stars, sort of transplanting them back on the reef and giving them a second chance of survival, because the reef is really resilient. Like, it will bounce back very well on its own.
Wow.
But we're actually able to have guests get hands-on in that, and they can witness that firsthand. And, it's spreading that awareness.
Mark, is it easy to tour the Great Barrier Reef?
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. There's so many different ways that you can get a chance to experience it. So Natalie can take people out who have never even swum before, and we can do guided snorkeling tours. We can put you in a glass bottom boat, take you out to a pontoon where you can be there with the family, and the kids can get in off the steps and see the Great Barrier Reef for themselves. And I guarantee you, there's not a person you'll see who's come back from the Great Barrier Reef who isn't inspired and who doesn't want to do something to take action. And that's why we created the Lifetime of Greatness project. It's about taking action. Going to our website, alifetimeofgreatness.com. We want to do something really different with your support, Mark, and with the support of your listeners. We want to get the Great Barrier Reef a Lifetime Achievement Award, be the first non-human to stand next to Sir David Attenborough and receive a Lifetime Achievement Award for 9,000 years of inspiration, of protection, and of absolute magic. But we can't do that without your support. And when we do, the momentum that we create, it's going to inspire the next generation of marine scientists like Natalie. And it's going to bring the awareness that we need to coral reefs to stop this conversation about are we or aren't we experiencing climate changes, and get back to how do we take action today. And you can start simply by going to alifetimeofgreatness.com.
And we've all heard of artificial intelligence. This isn't artificial intelligence, it's natural intelligence. So visit alifetimeofgreatness.com, alifetimeofgreatness.com. Our guests have been Mark Olsen and Natalie Smith, and I thank you very much. Anything we can do here at Late Night Health, let us know, okay? I'm Mark.
Thank you for your support, Mark.
Our pleasure. This is Late Night Health. We'll see you next time.